I shit you not, I was just about to do a video about how Baldur's Gate 3 is most probably killing Star Citizen when I came across this post. Folks, as always, welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, do consider subscribing if you appreciate the content I'm making and keeping you folks entertained. Where the hell is that? Because they lock these things pretty fast. There's a lot of censorship going on. They do not take criticism well. Look at this one. CIG, when will the game be out? Alpha, locked. Why are that many backers are frustrated nowadays? Locked. This is the one that caught my attention. I'm bored. I mean, we all are bored. If you've been playing this game for any amount of time, there's not anything new for you to do. So, of course, it's frustratingly boring. Last couple of times I logged in just out of, habit or just trying to make fun out of something that there isn't any. Well, I just logged in. Walked around the station, which are all the same now thanks to the new developments of getting rid of the only station that was different, the Port Olisar. I'm bored. Yes, we all are, right? And here is a guy. I'm bored. What do you do in Star Citizen for fun? What ship is fun to fly? That's what they managed to do. Convince us that the way in which you have fun is buying some new ship. It's the famous pay-to-win mechanic taking to the extreme. And you know what? The key to this is there's no fun in buying yet another ship that you have nothing to do with it. But the point of this video was the reply by the Jope. Do quantum travel in the slowest ship possible and play Baldur's Gate 3 on another screen. That is gold. That is exactly right. That's what you have to do. Go play Baldur's 3. I mean, it's more entertaining to read the shit posting in Spectrum than playing the game. There's nothing new for you to do. I mean, if it's your first time and you want to fly the nice ships and just, have a feel of that, okay, but there's no game for you to play. And what is there is so broken and unstable, it's just a massive waste of time, let alone wasting money and buying ships as they push you constantly towards. But this is, plus it will help make sure you can get into the next PTU and the earliest waves. I mean, it is disaster after disaster for CIG. They are so greedy, they are so blinded by their desperation to make as much money as possible before they kill this golden egg goose of theirs that they're losing their minds. They have become shameless in their approach. The way in which they took away Wave 1 from Concierge, people that had paid already over $1,000, they just took that away. Yep, no, get a subscription now. You want to be Wave 1? Get a subscription. So greedy, so miserable. How low can you get, CIG? Well, there's no floor for you people. You just get a shovel and keep digging until you reach the pits of hell with this attitude of yours. And well, this is how the conversation goes. This is the way. Yeah, go play Baldur's Gate 3. Now comes the hard part. What character to play? Tavern Brawler, Dwarf, Barbarian, Monk, with possibly a going drunken master. It is so much fun. And the contrast, the thing about Baldur's Gate 3? It has all of that stuff that Star Citizen does not have. All of that meat, all of that actual content, all of that depth, all of that questing and missions and stuff for you to do, and real lore. Not bullshit lore of getting a couple writers to come up with bullshit excuses for the things that you're not doing. No, actual real lore. And it has, completely disrupted the gaming industry so much that other companies are just, it is an exception. Games cannot be this good. No, we cannot make this kind of game. Well, yes, you most definitely can, my friend. They have done it, and it is awesome. I mean, I was replying to a guy there that he was saying, in some other thread, he was saying, I don't even want to start playing Baldur's Gate 3 because I know that when I start, you just doesn't seem to end ever. And I absolutely understand. I replied to the comment saying, kind of joking, oh, don't worry, go for a little half an hour break and go exploring a little bit in a forest, and you'll find a cabin, and there's going to be a trap door, there's going to be a cave, and that cave takes you to the fucking Underdark, and you'll be there for 4 or 5 days exploring different civilizations in the Underdark. It is that kind of insane depth that you have. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. I want to look at the numbers, really. How far are they going with this? Because I don't see, I mean, these are the numbers like for the last few weeks, but it's simply telling the story of what I feel and obviously what so many other people feel. There's not enough. It's not that there's not enough. There's no new content for you to play. No new places for you to explore. It's all about lying to people about things that they're supposedly doing, which never actually end up being ever in game at all. And just wasting time, coming up with excuses, bullshit videos about concepts of sounds and how bed sheets fold and all of this bullshit that they just keep you distracted with while not doing the game and just going desperate on savage mode in terms of funding and pay to play. That's basically it. And on the other hand, you have another game like Baldur's Gate 3, which is completely different. It's not about space, right? It's not about flying. It's not technology. It's not spaceships. It's not in space. It's not futuristic. But the target audience is exactly the same. It's that older gentleman, that older adult that remembers a time in which games were awesome. Maybe some of the Dungeons and Dragons play. I mean, I wasn't a part of that collective. I never played Dungeons and Dragons like in pen and paper. I did play Baldur's Gate 1, and I remember being fantastic. So yeah, I'm in here as well. And yes, the game I've been playing is exactly that, Baldur's Gate 3. But even for new players, which is the more interesting stuff, even for younger audiences, even kids, that they go into this thing, and once they get over the throwing of dices and combat, by that slower type of combat, once you get over that, you realize this is amazing. This is so rich in terms of the IP, in terms of the story, in terms of the development. It's still a go fetch quest, yes, but you know what, when your go fetch quest is about solving a mystery in a sacred chapel in some hidden cave in some ancient civilization, it is just blowing your mind and people are loving it. Again, when you notice something different, when you notice something impressive, there's a good chance that there's thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people out there that may be completely different from you, but they notice the same thing. That's what's happening with Baldur's Gate 3, and it's also, unfortunately, what's happening with Star Citizen. We all complain about the same things. They just don't even allow you to voice that concern, that opinion of yours, your rightful concerns, because we all see what's going on here, and this never ends. The complaints never end, and I wonder how they will fare once Starfield is out. Baldur's Gate, I mean, they've brought this onto themselves. The only one who's responsible for this game having nothing for us to play, it is them. They are the ones responsible. They are the ones that couldn't be bothered to do a couple DLCs in terms of content, in terms of new content per year, which would have been more than fair given the amount of money we've given them. No, instead of giving you something in exchange for the money you already gave them ahead of time, they just punish you and they go looking for some other source, right? I got your money already. I got $1,000 out of you. Now you cannot even go in wave 1, which is shit anyway, because there's nothing new in any of the patches they're releasing. But even that little feeling of, okay, I'll try something that is in theory new. No, we just take that away from you because we need people that play more, unless you pay for a subscription. In that case, fuck it all, screw it all, we don't care if you play or not, we just care about your subscription. And if you're one of these stupid suckers that already gave us over $1,000, then you're back on the end of the line. Go back, you idiot, and play for the subscription now. If you pay for the subscription, you're special again. Alrighty then, it's sad that it's going this way. It is predictable the way in which it will end. This will end in a catastrophic failure sooner than later. I thought it could end up crashing eventually, especially this depraved killing of the golden egg goose, just strangling for another nugget, for another golden egg, but giving how desperate they are, and giving the other games that are out there that are just putting so much more for people to do, and honestly just a lot more fun, this will just accelerate the obvious outcome. See you on the next video, guys. Take care.